Assalamu alaikum. Myself Ahkam Ansari. Student, I am back again with yet another video lecture of impressive web designing. In our previous lecture, we have seen operators in JavaScript, in which we have covered arithmetic operators, logical operators, and relational operators. Now we will moving further in operator topic. That is, our today's topic is increment and decrement operators. As we have seen different operators in our previous lecture and the function and the purpose of respective operators. In the same way, now we have two brand new operator, which is increment as well as decrement. As the name suggests, increment means we are going to increase the value and decrement means we are going to decrease the value. Okay, but the thing is that how many values or how many number you are going to decrease or increase. So this symbol is called as, where double plus symbol or double addition symbol is used, is called as the increment, where value is increased by 1. Okay, the current value will increase by 1. If the value is 0, it will change to 1. If the value is 1, it will change to 2. If the value is 3, means the current value of any operands or variable can be increased by 1. Getting? So this operator is called as an increment operator, and it will increase the value by 1. In the same way, the decrement operator will decrease the current value of a variable or operands by 1. Okay, so it is simply, it's mean that, for example, if you are using a variable called a, okay, so in that case, if you are writing a plus plus, means you are going to increase the value of a by 1. Okay, in the same way, if you are using this symbol, that is a minus minus, this means you are going to decrease the value of a by 1. Suppose the value of a is 10, so if you are writing a minus minus, means the value of a become 9. In the same way, if the value of a is 10 and you are writing a plus plus, means it will increase your value to 1 and the value become 11, means a plus plus 10 plus 1, that is 11. Getting, student? It is very simple and it is very useful while you are going to programming. Okay, so now I think you get what is a increment and what is a decrement. Now these increment and decrement operator used in programming in different manner. Sometimes it is used as a pre-operator, means before operator, and sometimes it's used post operator, means after operators. Okay, for example, here if you notice that I have written a plus plus, and in second line I have written plus plus a. So if this operator is used after the operands, after the name of variable, what is the a here? A is work as a operands, or a is nothing but a variable name. And what is mean by this operator? This is nothing but increment operator, but this operator is used after the variable, means it's after means post. Am I correct? After means post, means first we have variable name, then we have operators. So it's called the post increment. Okay, in the same way, if you notice in the second example, the first we have operators, that is a plus plus operator, or this operator is called as an increment operator. So first we have increment operator, then we have our operands or name of the variable. So what is the a here? A is a operands or name of variable, but first we have increment operator. So this type of increment operator or this type of sequence or expression is called as a pre-increment, where first we are increasing the value. First we are increasing the value before our operators or our operands or our name of variable, and in first case, first we are displaying our value, then we are adding. Okay, so see the difference. This is called the post because this symbol is coming after this variable, and this is called the pre because this symbol is before the variable name. Okay, getting, student? Because we have two operators, one is increment and one is decrement, and on the basis, on the behavior how these operators are used, this can be categorized into two. One is a post increment or post decrement, and pre-increment and pre-decrement. Okay, so we have two operators, post increment and decrement, and they can be used in programming language in two manner. One is it can be used pre and it can be used post. Now what is the difference between pre and post operators? Okay, because the function of increment and decrement is different. Increment will increase the value by 1 and decrement will decrease the value by 1, but the difference between pre and post is very important. You have to learn, you have to understand what is the difference between pre and post, because this symbol will tell you that it's addition and it's a subtraction. But what is the effect if you are using pre, and what is the effect if you are using post? So if you are using post, see, if I get this example, post, for example, the value of a is 10 and you are writing a plus plus. Okay, here the value will increase by 1, but first it will display the value of a, after that it will increase. Okay, the means the first function is that if you, I will show you in coding, then you will get what is actually what will happening, or what will happen means, if I write a plus plus, means the function will be same, means in this case the value will increase by 1, even in this case the value will increase by 1. Okay, but post increment means first it will display the current value, then it will increase the value, means the process will be continue, but you will not see the result. Okay, so to see the result you have to use one more time, you have to check value of a one more time, means in second time after addition you can check the value of a will increase, but in first time it will display the current value. But in other case, for what is say, first increase the value, so the first thing will happen that first it will increase the value, then it will display the current value, and it means increased value it will display. For example, if the value of a is 10 over, so it will display 10 only in the first output, but in second output if the value of a is 10, it will increase by 1 and the current value will display 11. I will show you. Okay, let me show you. Before moving further, I just want to show you what is exactly happening between pre and post increment or decrement. Once you get the answer of increment pre and increment post, then it is very easy, just opposite, it will decrease the value by 1. Okay, so let's have a look on our programming language, that is we are going to start our JavaScript. And as you all know that we insert our JavaScript code inside the HTML, the first thing is that we have to create a simple HTML page. Inside that we will add JavaScript code. So I am moving towards my desktop and I will start my application, that is Notepad. Okay, so I don't have open Notepad, I am just going to search from here. Okay, so this is the Notepad where I am going to write my HTML and JavaScript code. As you know, we are using HTML5 in this syllabus. So for the first thing is that I will write doc type and HTML. After that I will create a simple HTML page. To create simple HTML code, we require some important or necessary tag. These are the HTML tag. After that, on top I will take head tag and I will close the head tag. Okay, after the one of the most important tag in HTML, that is a body tag, because whatever you write inside your body tag, it will display on your browser. But it is not our objective to create HTML page. Our focus is to create a JavaScript code. So now you have option, you can add your JavaScript code between these two opening and closing body tag, or even you can add your JavaScript code between opening and closing head tag. So it's up to you whether where you are going to insert. Means in the result you will not see any change, or it will not affect on your performance. So you can add per your choice. Now I am going to add inside the body tag. So I will add a script tag because I want to add a scripting language. JavaScript is a scripting language. So I can insert JavaScript inside the HTML tag by using a HTML tag called script. Okay, so opening script and closing script. This is a tag by using which we can insert JavaScript inside the HTML page, because this page is HTML page. So I am going to insert JavaScript page. Now I have to use one attribute of script tag, that is language. Okay, so inside language I have to mention which type of script I am going to insert. So I am going to insert JavaScript. I will write JavaScript. Now we have added script tag. Now between these two tag, means between opening script and closing script, what I will write, it will consider as a JavaScript code. As we know, JavaScript is a language which is nothing but a case sensitive language, and it's have full set of object oriented rules and regulation. Means everything could be according to the language. If you fail to write code according to JavaScript, it will generate an error. Means your program will not execute, or you will get some different output which is not expected. Okay, so you have to write very carefully these line of code, because JavaScript is a case sensitive, and if you go against the JavaScript rules, it will generate an error. So the first thing is that I just want to create a variable, then I will store some value, then I will apply pre and post increment. Okay, so let me give one heading inside the body tag. There is, I am going to write h2 tag, and I am writing in body tag, means I am writing in HTML. I am not writing between script tag. So I just want to display a message, that is post increment. I am writing post increment. Post increment, like for example, your variable is a, and what is mean a post means after. Okay, I have written post increment. Let me show the output before starting my JavaScript code. I have just created a simple HTML page. Here I am going to write post increment dot html dot html. This is a file extension which is compulsory. Now I just want to show you the output, because it's a simple HTML page. Okay, now post increment we have a, and this is the post increment. I have just a plus plus. Okay, let me zoom so you can get the clear picture. Okay, this output is coming from HTML, where I have used h2 tag, and I have just given a heading called post increment, and this is some example of post increment, where a is the name of variable and plus plus is a increment symbol. Now this symbol I will use inside the HTML JavaScript. Okay, now I am going to declare a variable called where a equal to, for example, I am going to write 50. Okay, here I just want to explain this line. Where is a keyword, I have explained in number of the time. Where is a keyword, that is a var. Where is a keyword or reserved word given by the JavaScript, which is used to declare a variable. Means it is compulsory. If you want to declare any variable, like in mathematics you have to write let, but in JavaScript the keyword reserved for declaring a variable is where. Okay, then you have to write the name of variable after one space. So you have written name of variable as a. So you can assign any name, Kemias, Akam, your name. We have seen set of the rules and regulation to create a variable name. Then this symbol is called as the assignment operator. We have seen this in n number of the time. And what is a 50? 50 is a value assigned to variable a. Clear? Means I have a variable called a, which value is 50 in simple language. Okay, now I am going to use this operator, that is a plus plus symbol. Okay, and I am going to use post, means after variable. So I want to display the value, so I will write document dot write, and inside that I am going to write a plus plus. What I have written, document dot write. Again I have used one object, that is a document. Then dot write. Write is a method of document object which is used to print, or which is used to write something on your browser. What something you are going to display? You want to calculate, you want to display the calculation of this expression. You have written something. What you have written? You have written a plus plus. Means what's the a? A, inside a is the name of variable in which you have stored some value. The value is 50. Okay, now you have written a plus plus. So what I said here, first it will display the value of a. The current value of a is 50. Okay, and what you are writing? You are writing document.write, and after that it will increase the value. But in your output you will not see the increased value. You will not see the final value. Okay, why? Because first it will display the value of a, because document.write will start from left hand side and it will take a, display a as a 50. Then it will increase the value of a by 1, but you will not see the result. Okay, means if I run this program right now, before adding anything, your output will be 50 only, because it will increase, but you can't see the increased value. Increased value you can see in next line. If you write here document.write a only, then you can see the increased value. I will show you after. Let me show this one first. Okay, so I have saved this. Okay, now when I move back to my desktop, let me open the file. Now see, you are getting value as 50. You are getting value as 50. Getting means you are getting current value. You are getting 50 because a is 50. So this line will display the value of a, which is 50, but it will increase by 1. If I add one more line, Control C, just to display the value of a. Now see, now if I execute, the first thing is that in first line it will display 50 as it is, but after displaying this word, this line, it will increase by 1. So in second line, when it cursor will come inside there, when it interpreter convert it this line, when browser interpreter will convert this line, it will display the value of a, that is a 50, and it will increase by 1. But when it moves to next line, that is document.write, it will get the incremental value, that is increased value. So the increased value is nothing but 51, because a plus plus, here it is only a, that is 50, but after this line it will increase, and in this it will come increased value, that's the final value. Let me show you the output. Okay, now the first thing is that you will get 50, after that you will get 51. See, this is your second output. Let me add one new line. Okay, so you can see the clear picture. How to add new line? Just add one br tag in document.write. Okay, this thing we have already done. Br tag. Now see, on first line you will get 50, on second line you will get 51. This is your the first value, and it is after increase, that is a post increase, means it's a post increment. Okay, this is the post increment. Now I am moving toward pre increment. Okay, I think student, you got the answer, you got the, you understand clearly. If I am correct, even if you are not understanding, please try to do in your home, try to practice it, because it is very easy, and once you do it practical, you will get what I am trying to explain you. Okay, even I am showing you live on my desktop, on my computer, and I am showing you coding. Not I am just not talking theoretically. I am working with some application, that is a notepad, and I am showing the result live. So even when you try, you will get the clear picture if you are not getting. Okay, but I think it's a very easy, and it's a very interesting, and it is very effective in programming language, because if I talk only theoretical, you will not get what is actually happening in your programming. But that's why the reason behind your understanding, your thinking, I am just try to explain each and everything practically, so you can get the clear picture, or you get the proper knowledge of programming language. Okay, now this was the post increment. Now I am going to change to pre increment. Means pre means before the operands or before the name of variable. Sorry, I have to add pre-increment. Now instead of post I am going to write pre. Okay, and I just want to remove all this thing. I have just added simple h1 tag, and I just want to show you the output right now. Right now we have one heading, there's a pre-increment like this. Means first it will add, then it will display. Means you will get increment value first. In our previous one, that is the first you will get the value of a, then it will increase. Okay, so let me show you. I want to display where a equal to 10. Okay, then I am going to write document dot write. Inside I will write a. If I write a, you will get what you will get. You will get the value of a, that's a 10. Okay, you will get value of a, that is a 10. Now I am going to use the operator. Pre-increment means before the variable I will add. So what could be the output? Student, if you understand our previous one, it is time to answer. It is time to you please answer it. Okay, so the answer will be 11. The answer will be 11. Why? Because first it will increase, then it will display the value of a. Are you getting my point? Before that the a++ was, so first it was display the value of a, then it was the increase, so we cannot get the increased or final value. But in this case first it will increase, so we will get the final value. So let me show you. Now the result will be 11. Getting, student? The result is 11 because this operation perform first, then it will display the value of a. But in a++ it will display the value of a and perform addition later. Okay, so it is called the pre-increment. First it will increase. In the same way, if I use instead of increment, if I say decrement, okay, decrement, again we have pre-decrement. If I say a minus a, I have written pre-decrement, that is a minus a. So if I write where a, so here I have to write minus a. Okay, again you will see the value of a is 10, and what is mean by minus? It will decrease the value of a variable by 1. So the current value of a is 10, and by using this symbol it will decrease. So the result will be, the final value will be 9. But whether you will get the final value or you will get the current value. So first here this expression or this calculation will happen, means first it will decrease the value, okay, and then it will display the value of a. So you will get value of a as a 9 because this operation will held first. Means it will decrease first, then it will display. Okay, so the value of a is 10 and it will decrease first, so you will get the value of a as a 9. Let me show the output. Refresh. So you are getting 9. Why? Because first you are decrementing. In the same way, if I write in this manner, that is a post decrement. Okay, in post decrement, first it will display the value of a and then it will perform this expression or this calculation, means then it will decrease. Okay, but you cannot see the decreased value, then you will get the result as a 10 only. Okay, in this case you will get result as a 10 only. Let me refresh. Now because first it displays the value, then it decreases. If you want to see the final value, just add one more, document dot write. Okay, inside that I am going to add br tag, so you can see the result in new line. And after that I just want to display, sorry, document dot write. Okay, decrement dot write, I am going to display the value of a. Okay, so in this line, if I comment this line, again I am going to our previous state. In this line, if I execute this program, you will get output as a 10, because by using this line decrement dot write, it will print the current value and it will perform something called decrement, but you won't see the result, because after that you have just new line and we don't have anything to display the value of a. So you will get the value of a as a 10. Okay, but this value has been decreased. If you want to see, check it. Okay, now you can see in this line, that is final value. After decrement, you can see first it will display 10 by using this line. After this will happen, this calculation will happen, this decremental will happen, and the final result you will get inside that. So first you will get 10, then after this you will get 9. Okay, so the first value is coming from post decrement, and this come pre decrement. Okay student, hope you could understand. Many things to come new. Stay tuned with this channel. That's for today. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.